All right, let's get to the anti-Semitism at home. And as you say, there were questions in question time to the Prime Minister about when he was advised of the caravan of explosives terrorism plot, the Jewish hatred, anti-Jewish terrorist plot. He hasn't answered that question. And here's how Peter Dutton put it in Parliament today.
My question to the Prime Minister: Premier Minns was open and honest with the people of New South Wales when he briefed and provided confidence to the public in declaring what date he'd been advised of the planned terrorist attack by this unknown organisation or people or individuals. The Prime Minister has been embarrassed because he wasn't advised by the police because they were worried about him leaking the information ahead of any action by the police.
Sussan Ley, what evidence does the Coalition have that the Prime Minister or the police were worried that the Prime Minister or his office could leak this information?
What we have is a Prime Minister who can't answer simple questions. So the question lies with him. Why can he not simply say when he was informed? If Premier Chris Minns could explain the timeline and what he was told, or not exactly what he was told, but that he was told about the terrorist caravan, the mass casualty potential of this, then why can't the Prime Minister? And this is the extraordinary thing, Chris, because we asked questions yesterday, we've asked questions today, and we've just got this continual obfuscation. And I mean, Australians don't all sit down at 2 o'clock and watch Question Time, but if they did, they would be quite bewildered by a Prime Minister who's not being asked to provide the detail. We appreciate that there are sensitivities around national security issues, and of course we're not expecting all of that detail, but surely an answer to when he was told. Why can he not do that? What is he hiding? Does he know why he wasn't told? It's good enough for the Premier of New South Wales to give that honest explanation to the people of New South Wales. Why isn't it for the Prime Minister to give that honest explanation to all Australians?
Yeah, certainly is getting curiouser and curiouser, as they say. Peter Dutton made the point that if Anthony Albanese wanted to dispute that allegation, he could do so in Parliament. He didn't, but in fairness, here's what the Prime Minister did say.
There are two choices you can make here. One is to prioritise getting to the bottom of what is happening here, supporting the police and intelligence agencies, or you can choose to play politics and play these games. And that is precisely what you are doing.
Well, that's what the Prime Minister says, but quite clearly he could clear this issue up by just answering the question. So I want to leave that topic there. And while I've got you, Sussan Ley, I want to ask another question about an issue that's so important to this country in the here and now and into the future, and that is our energy crisis and what's going on there. Surely Labor's emissions reductions and energy plans are in tatters now. They've got major industry groups asking them to pull back on their renewables rollout, and their green energy revolution, so spruiked by Albo and Chris Bowen, well, it's just blown up because 8 major projects have folded, even though they were promised billions of dollars in government underwriting.
It's exactly right, Chris. Their energy policy is in tatters. Meanwhile, Australians are paying the price because if you're a household, your energy bill is through the roof. If you're a small business, you're sometimes going out the door backwards because of your energy bill. And if you're a manufacturer, you're shutting up shop and possibly going overseas. I have never seen such a disastrous train wreck as every time I see the Energy Minister try to spin his way out of the latest situation. Meanwhile, we have to find a way to restore the potential manufacturing capability of this country, and it's what our wealth is built on, and it is being completely overlooked by a government that just hasn't got a clue. I mean, we knew that an 82% renewable electricity grid by 2030 was pie in the sky. We said it from day one. It's painfully apparent that that's the case. But meanwhile, billions of dollars are wasted in, building transmission lines that don't have the backup to actually deliver baseload power. You know, I visit manufacturers who say to me, it's not even about the cost, it's about the reliability. Yeah. We're falling behind really badly in this country.
What a disaster. Thanks for joining us, Sussan. I appreciate it.
Thank you.